I've never owned a BMW, and I know nothing about these engines, so this probably wasn't the best second flip, but it was just too good of a deal to pass up. So it is finally time to work on our 2008 335i. We ordered a bunch of parts. We're still waiting for some parts to come in the mail, but we're gonna get a lot of it done and probably take it out for a drive today and see how it drives. But before we get into today's video, we are less than 40 subscribers. We're down to 34 more subscribers, and you guys can finally see what this car is. And we need to get that by the end of the year. So these are all the parts that we ordered. We have a couple boxes. We had to order some tools because I've never ever in my life worked on BMWs, and we had to order these female star sockets, e-torques. So we need to buy e-sockets for the. So he's gonna. I'll let him unbox it since he doesn't know what we got, and unfortunately I should have ordered the valve cover gasket just for S&Gs, but this is what we got. So this is the biggest order. This is most of the stuff that we need. And all here, what you guys see on these tables is about $750 of parts.
What budget?
Well, that was our budget.
So what we have here is a metal valve cover with a new gasket, oil pan gasket with new hardware. The valve cover came with new hardware as well. Oxygen sensor, oil filter housing gasket set, spark plugs, crank position sensor, and we have a fuel pump over here.
And that.
Oh yeah, and ignition coil. So we're gonna try to not have to use these, but probably gonna have to use them. And then over here we have a fuel line disconnect tool.
Yeah, because we had to replace the low pressure fuel pump.
Got it. So this is gonna go with this, and I already mentioned this. So this is what we're working with here. Amongst the other parts that Brother Lewis already had, like coolant, oil, and everything for the oil change. We did find a major puddle under the car today when we came out.
Yeah, so yesterday I just wanted to come out here and like set the car up, so it's one last thing we have to do today because we're, of course, on a tight time crunch like always. And so the car's up is obviously going to be at a, angle that way. We have
Coolant and oil.
Yeah. The oil is where the big question is. I'm thinking that it's the oil pan gasket because it mates all the way to the transmission here. So I think the oil pan gasket, especially being at the incline it is causing the oil to push this way and come out this area here, this mating surface. Because this is a lot of oil right here. The biggest problem is back here. So this is the end of the oil pan right here, and this is the transmission. So I was thinking it could be a rear main, but that's a lot of oil. So cousin Jerry had me open this inspection thing here and check to see how that wasn't there, and it wasn't bad at all. So we are thinking two things. I'm thinking that it's the oil pan gasket because it mates all the way to the transmission here. So I think the oil pan gasket, especially being at the incline it is causing the oil to push this way and come out this area here, this mating surface. Because this is a lot of oil right here, which, as you guys know, is exactly what I was trying to avoid. But Brother Curvis today is thinking of something else.
So what I noticed when checking it, we know that this car has a pretty bad valve cover gasket leak. So when you look in here, it looks like when Brother Lewis jacked up the car, the oil is pushing its way all the way down and making it seem like it's actually the rear main. So oil is made its way down through there, causing that big leak. And that seems more likely just because of the amount of oil that we found in here last time we were here. So my call is to say that we do the valve cover gasket and put oil in it and inspect for any further leaks. What's your call, Brother Lewis?
We already ordered everything, so we're just going to do it all. It's a $12 gasket, so if I were to try to return that to Rock Auto, they're going to charge me $15 to return it. So the math is not mathing, and I'd rather put it on here while we're here and just
well, we're not in there because there's nothing. We don't have to remove the stuff.
Peace of mind that we did it, and I don't have to get back under this car and not have to do it again.
All right, so off camera, we're gonna negotiate this and try
We're not
not to have to
negotiating.
do it
I'm
because
100%
in
doing
order
this.
to do that
doing
oil
this.
pan gasket, you have to drop the subframe, and it doesn't seem like a.
You don't have to drop it all the way. You gotta drop it a little bit.
Okay, so do we still have to drop the subframe?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Also, when under here, I was looking for the coolant leak. There was a huge coolant leak as soon as I parked the car the other day. And if you guys remember, when I first did, oh, this is a terrible angle probably. Well, this is not a fashion show, but anyways, when I first did the intro on this car, we saw that the coolant was coming off that passenger side tire was coming down. But if you look back at that video, we were sitting, the car was at like a weird like incline, so it was leaning more on the passenger side, and it was just causing the coolant to come down past the passenger front tire. I don't know what that puddle is, but that puddle wasn't there until we got here. So I assumed it was the coolant reservoir tank, which I don't know if Brother Curvis explained it, but it's over there. We didn't open it because I found what the coolant leak is. So if we come under here, and you see on this power steering rack sleeve here, there's coolant all over it. So if you look above that, you'll look for coolant hose, and what do you see? That hose has seen better days. So that hose looks like it's kinked. Oh, look at that, an active drip for you guys. Couldn't have planned that out better myself. Then you come up here to try to track where that hose is, and it's right here. And where does this hose go? You trace it all the way back, and it goes to the heater core. So that's the upper heater core hose. But then if you look here again, you look at this hose, which you guys can see I was playing around with, and that other heater core hose is also demolished. We're waiting for those two heater core hoses. If we get everything done today, we're still gonna try to take this on a drive.
All right, no more power to the car. Hopefully, you got to leave this popped a little bit. All right, now light a match.
I gotta get into those. These for you.
Oh, hold on here.
That didn't do anything.
All right.
That didn't do anything.
The bar's moving on this side. Okay.
You have to lift the cover.
Go ahead. I'll lift the cover.
You gotta go high. One of the sleeves for the. I know.
One eternity later.
All right. That was the longest valve cover removal I've ever done in my life. Let's go compare. So let's undo this one and compare and contrast. I mean, this one's definitely heavier and looks a lot better than that plastic BS. What do you think, sister? This was your idea.
Well, people usually upgrade. Even on the E36, I have a metal valve cover for the E36. Never did it, but it's common upgrade because these, over time with the heat cycles, they warp.
Right. This looks so much better. I feel like it's gonna stand out a lot more.
I wouldn't put it down.
Oh, and it has a valve cover. Oh, it has a new open, but that
New
one's
cover.
This one says Castrol. Even though I'm putting
W.
a Napa Premium in it.
So nice thing. I think you got to transfer over all the hardware and grommets.
No, it has no hardware.
All right, so got to do that. We also got to do the
We have all the new hardware here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where's the grommets though?
What grommets?
We just have grommets inside. They don't pop out.
Do these need those grommets? These holes look a little smaller, no?
Yeah. Huh?
No grommets needed.
Okay.
So then that means the
This is a PCV valve.
is there?
Yeah, no, I'm
That's
saying.
the hole that you just yanked.
You might need to order a new one of those.
That's gonna suck if you did that.
But before we put this on, we should do the plugs.
So this is what a bad spark plug looks like, and obviously doused in oil. And this is what a brand new one is supposed to look like. So you see the difference in color on the tips. You can see this one, the old one here, is all burned up. So this one, it was due to be replaced either way, but the oil probably caused premature wear and failure. So here we go with the brand new ones. And this should really get all those other 4 cylinders running, so this thing can run like an inline 6. I think we're good backwise. Now we just gotta. You gotta know this right here. That gotta go up and over. Atrás. Yeah, look, you're hitting the this over the back.
So we gotta go.
No.
You gotta go at a little bit more of an angle.
Lift that up.
Lift what up?
That hard there. Yep. There you go. Okay. Okay. You straighten that right there.
Yeah.
All right. So
Hitting something up here.
it's up here somewhere.
Yeah, this is the harness. It's stuck. Okay.
Okay. Oh, don't push it down.
As long as it's evenly pressed, you'll be fine.
No, I won't be fine because I don't want to deal with this fucking.
You're not gonna. If you do it like that, you're gonna have to deal with it. If you do it by hand, you'll be fine.
I'm gonna do with this to make sure I have enough, and then I'm gonna snug it after that.
But if it's only 8 Newton meters, you could do that. You don't need it. That's not a lot.
I want to make sure it's snug. Some of these are still loose, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of the ones that we did in the middle.
Let's go through them all. You don't gotta follow secrets.
That was by far the longest valve cover gasket
Yeah.
I've ever done. But between both of us, we started at 1 o'clock maybe?
No, it was closer to 2.
No way.
I thought it was closer to 2.
It's 4:30. It's been 2.5, 3 hours, maybe 4 hours since we started this. So for right now, with the lighting situation here is making this dark, but look at this new valve cover. I know it's gonna have the beauty cover, so part of all those plastics that are there, but this one looks way better than that plastic one. Everything's back on. Brand new spark plugs, wires, coil packs. These fuel lines are back in. Brother Curvis seemed like just primed the system, so we got no fuel leaks. We didn't put the intake box and stuff because there's still more work we have to do, but right now we just wanted to clean those misfires to see if the car actually drives good and see if we actually want to keep working on this, right? Is it gonna be worth it?
Let's find out. You ready?
We put a little bit of extra oil because of the way the car is. Hopefully the oil pickup on these engines is on the back. We put like a quart of oil extra and it was like a quart of left.
Yeah.
So hopefully we don't just start making this thing knock.
You ready? You ready?
Yeah. It sounds like Dookie. It doesn't look like it's driving good. Turn it off. Yeah, I don't think we should have started like that. It was making hella. Yo. Stop.
You're gonna have to let it build fuel pressure and everything again. Is it smoking up this garage?
Yeah, smoking up the garage. Let's,
It's
lower it to the ground and bring it outside. I'm afraid the top end was just knocking like a Jehovah's Witness on a Sunday. So I don't want to cost us an engine, because at that point this becomes a part out, and now we're $700 deeper into the hole. So let's not do another part out.
Well, so the car's running. It's just not running well. So at this point, we have a new code for a possible DME, and the car's still running like crap. So we're gonna do some more digging and see where this leaves us. Brother Lewis?
Yeah, this is unfortunate. Right now you hear the fan on because there's a coolant pressure problem, because obviously we have a crazy coolant leak. So instead of letting this run, I gotta shut this off so it doesn't kill the coolant pump. See, you still hear the fan there, finally shut off. So it's unfortunate here. I think, let's see the scanner. If we look at this, scanner, we have a laundry list of codes. So multiple codes, combustion misfire, same. Now it looks like we've solved cylinder 4, but 1, 2, and 3 are still misfiring. We still have the fuel pressure plausibility, the mixture control, the low, go down all the way. The low pressure fuel system, fuel pressure, go ahead. There's electric coolant pump, we know, it's what I explained, this is a new one. The DME injectors, 1, 2, 3, or DME internal fault. I think that we might have messed this up because we kind of put the coil packs back in without putting the insulators. And I'm assuming, based on what the quick research I've done, that might have caused like one of the internal resistors or something on the DME to blow, and that's why we now have that situation. Which which is weird because all 6 cylinders didn't have insulators. So if it's only 1, 2, and 3, there's nothing we did different on 1, 2, and 3 versus 4, 5, and 6. So the front half of the engine is not working right now. But there's nothing really we could do about it. You know, because especially like when we were first trying to start it versus starting with the insulators, complete different. Like without the insulators, it was bucking really bad and it wouldn't stay on. We would put the insulators on and it starts up fine, and it's still misfiring, you know, pretty bad. Now the only issues that we have is, since we're waiting for those cooling lines, now the engine, the coolant pump is overworking, and it has the radiator fan freaking blowing at high speed. So we're kind of stuck right now.
Yeah. So this is going to be a matter of us just troubleshooting and seeing what we come up with. I would say pull that DME. So we're going to pull that DME and take a look at it, see if we see anything abnormal. There is a guy that can change the resistors on it. So
no, yeah, and they're cheap. But I mean, if any of you guys are familiar with these engines, it seems like this car is doing pretty decent. Can you guys just let us know what you guys think we should do? Because I don't know. I'll do more research and come back to it, but we're pretty much stumped right now. I mean, you know, we just saw the codes, and obviously I know that we can get rid of a couple of these codes, like anything fuel related, by replacing the low pressure fuel pump. I think that's a big part of this.
I'm going to kind of tell you to start. How much fuel is in this car?
Like a lot.
A lot?
Like a quarter tank?
All right, so I would say probably start with the fuel just so we can eliminate that as a possible cause.
No, because this car, I was driving the car before.
Yeah, no, you were driving the car before, but it already had issues with the low pressure fuel pump. So
because it could be a sensor too.
It could be as simple as a sensor.
So I mean, we bought the pump. Unfortunately, and I don't want to do this. That's not really how I like to do things. Just throwing parts at it. But I think we already bought the parts. You know, we bought the. What's going on here? We already bought the low pressure fuel pump, so we might as well just replace that. Yeah. And go from there. But you know, we replaced all 6 spark plugs and all 6 coil packs. So, and you know, the valve cover, but there's nothing there. There's nothing there.
I feel like there's a ground.
The only thing that we didn't plug in was the PCV valve, and there's a sensor, like an ambient air sensor on the cowl, but we're not getting a code for that, so that's obviously not what's causing the car to drive like complete garbage. Also, Brother Curvis came through with the right fender.
I even mocked it up.
Thank you.
Seems like it's gonna line up great.
So on one front, body panels, we're good. Which body panels are great if the car ran fine.
Yeah, and we were hoping for the car to run fine, and we knew we still had other things to do, but we wanted the car running without a misfire. It was our real goal for today.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing more than let's do some research and try to figure out what it is. But I'm a little stumped because I went through and made sure all the connectors are plugged in and everything, but we didn't unplug anything.
Yeah. I will say though, without the intake box, this thing, the turbos sound crazy. Like you could really hear the turbos.
Yeah, imagine with some nice colder intakes.
Yeah. So that's on the horizon, but I need to get the car running before I spend a dime on aftermarket parts. So until next time, guys, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn your notifications on and stay tuned for a new video next week. Peace.